As a once novice real estate investor, I'm taking you through my first real estate horror story, and at the end, I'll tell you exactly how much money it cost me to repair. So a little backstory. In 2019, I bought this house. I'll make some content on it as a property because it's great. And this was my first tenant into real estate that I'd ever done. So I was just super pumped that they signed the first year lease. And then when I got to the end of that first lease, they signed a second time for another 1 year lease. I celebrated because it was really exciting for me. Close to the end of the second year, they left without giving notice. They left. And of course, we had no clue that they'd left, and it was in the dead of winter. No joke. So we gain access, and here are the pictures. I went back in time and took these pictures from the archives. First, we have a full refrigerator. And you can see here the date on the meat was January 11th. We found out at the end of February, 1.5 months later. Then you have some of the hardware on some of these doors, broken or ripped off, depending on how you want to call it. Then you have this railing going upstairs that's been pulled off. Then you have trash, just everywhere. Oh my gosh, just everywhere. Then you have this floor damage. Oh, and the roof water damage that went completely unreported. That's on the top left side of that picture. There's a ceiling tile missing in the bathroom. Then it's like they straight up attacked this light switch box. Like, why? And here we go. The most expensive thing was burst pipes that had to be replaced. There was frozen water coming down from the ceiling. This is a picture in the basement, but it was also on the main floor as well, because the heat was off. And then there's the weirdest thing. They put down cardboard because they were having trouble paying the heating bill, which is my theory. I have since learned that there was a draft of cold air coming in, so it was harder to heat the house, and we've now insulated that house better. All that to say, before I tell you the total expenses, please like the video. It's helpful to the YouTube algorithm, and I appreciate it. Thank you. Now, the total expenses for the repairs, $15,000. And here's the breakdown. Of that, $5,000 came from insurance for the plumbing, thank goodness. And I would argue an additional tax savings of around $1,800, which brought my final cost of turnover to $8,200, down from $15,000. And this was split between the roof repair, flooring replacement, the railing, trash removal, and the other miscellaneous repairs. The good news is that the house is definitely profitable. I did consider suing. I found an old email where the law firm I was talking to just stopped emailing me back, and I decided it wasn't worth pursuing, mostly because I was ready to let it go. But if it ever happened again, I would definitely sue and win. The one thing that all the lawyers echoed was, quote, "You can't take blood from a stone." This is literally all the lawyers I talked to. I literally talked to 3 lawyers and a student who is becoming a lawyer, and they all told me, you can't take blood from a stone. They told me it would be more of an expense of ongoing litigation to eventually get them to pay up or to get a lien against them, and they might not ever pay. I did learn that home insurance payouts are typically not taxed by the IRS as income because those payouts are used to restore a property to the value it was originally at, which was great because it allowed for further tax savings at the end of the year because my expenses were so gosh darn high. We're talking about $15,000 down to $8,200. So definitely talk to a CPA if you're having problems of your own. This is in regards to anything regarding tax strategy. Remember, I'm a guy on YouTube here for your education and not financial advice. I'm betting if you liked watching this video that you'll enjoy watching this or this. Thanks and have a great rest of your day. Don't mind me. I told myself that if I recorded this video that I would eat chocolate, so that's what I'm doing.